Hey everybody, Mark Ozzie here from Black Cat Comics in Rockin Milpitas. Yes, shipment's a little late, second week in a row, but it's new comic day, and I'm here to give you some great reasons to go to black-cat-comics.com, pick up something fun to read. Sort of a big monumental week this week, a lot of cool stuff going on. Gonna start with the DC guys because, well, there's a lot of moving and shaking. This is Dark Knight Death Metal number 7, the last issue of the big universal-wide event that changes everything. Cool Wonder Woman's cover there. This one has just been, the biggest book in comics and everything everybody's talking about. But this is the last issue, and like I say, this one changes everything because it rolls into all of this cool Future State stuff. Let's start with Future State, the next Batman. This is probably the one that's gotten the most attention. All of your regular DC books are on hiatus for a couple of months while they roll out the future of the DCU. All kinds of Future State books to talk about, like The Next Batman, like Future State Wonder Woman, another book that's gotten a whole lot of attention lately, like Superman of Metropolis. My favorite of the bunch for this week. You can read more about this one in our newsletter. You know, I'm a big Superman fan. Great stories, great art in this. I really encourage you guys to check out some of this Future State stuff. If there's a DC character you're following, check out the Future State stuff. If you're not reading anything DC, it's a good time to check out some of this stuff. Always fun to see new versions of your favorite characters. Always fun to see them laying the groundwork for their next big thing. Future State Flash, Future State Harley Quinn. Here's the B cover to Future State Swamp Thing. Don't show a lot of B covers, but that one's especially awesome. And you know we love us some Swamp Thing. Last but not least is this big meaty Generation Shattered. Sort of it's a $10 big old one-shot. But like I say, all of this stuff is planting seeds for what you're going to be seeing in the new titles as they roll out, in your favorite titles as they come back. This is the future of the DCU. I have to say, it's not a whole big reboot thing, just sort of a whole bunch of teasers. Don't want to say too much about it because you're going to want to read the end of Death Metal 7. But like I say, great time to catch up on your DC titles, to try something new, fun, different, and exciting. Good stuff. Good week for the DC guys. Huge week for the Marvel guys. A lot going on over at Marvel. Let's talk about some King in Black. This is your latest issue of Venom. This is the second most important King in Black book behind the main title. Everybody loving King in Black. Everybody loves Venom. This is really dark, really heavy, serious stuff, as most events tend to be. But stories are great, art's great. If you're any kind of Spider fan, you're going to want to check all this stuff out. There's lots of other King in Black to talk about, like Spider-Woman. This one is flying under a lot of people's radar, but the title is a lot of fun, and she's been one of my favorite Marvel characters for a long, long time. So if you haven't checked out Spider-Woman, now's a good time to jump in on that one. Symbiote Spider-Man, King in Black. Another cool B cover this week. Return of the Valkyries. Yet another King in Black. And last but not least is Guardians of the Galaxy. This is the one the internet is all fired up about. This one's probably on your list already, but if it isn't, you're going to want to grab a copy of that. Cool stuff. And Marvel Tales Symbiote Spider-Man is a book of cool classic reprints. There's the 5 books that this one's featured. I love these Marvel Tales collections. They're character-specific reprints. This one's got 3 issues of Amazing Spider-Man going back to my day. It's got a copy of Secret Wars number 8, the first appearance of the symbiote suit. So if you're looking for to do a little homework on some of this Black King in Black stuff, this is the book for you. And like I say, it's always fun to get a big old stack of reprints. And of course, Amazing Spider-Man number 56, the main webhead title that starts it all. Again, everybody's already got that one on their list. And Miles Morales. It's just a big old week for all kinds of web-headed wonders. So grab some of those King in Blacks. Pick up some Miles. I always say you don't have to read every one of the event books, but if it looks cool, check it out. Juggernaut is one of your X books of the week. This has been kind of a surprise hit, I have to say. I think everybody was pleasantly surprised with the first issue and just kept on rolling with the series. Everybody loves the Juggernaut. Hellions and XFactor round out your X stuff. Been a big fan of this XFactor book. Been encouraging you guys to check out some of the cool X-Men books. There's all kinds of different art styles and characters in each and every one of the books. If you're any kind of X fan, any kind of Marvel fan, any kind of superhero fan, one of those X books would probably appeal to you, and XFactor might be a good place to start. Star Wars number 10. Another thing I've been talking up for a long time is the great job Marvel does with all of their Star Wars stuff. And this is, of course, the core title. And that's, of course, Luke Skywalker right there on the cover. He's been getting a lot of attention lately, if you've heard of The Mandalorian. And Star Wars High Republic number 1 might be book of the week this week. Been getting a lot of calls about High Republic number 1. Like I say, Marvel's just doing a stellar job with all of this Star Wars stuff. So, again, if you're any kind of science fiction fan, any kind of Star Wars fan, there's definitely a Star Wars book out there for you. Pretty small week for all the other guys, but of course some hot titles. Crossover number 3 is your Image book of the week. You guys can't get enough of this crossover stuff. This book's been huge. Always encouraging you guys to grab those first issues of Image books before they turn into something like crossover and you have to buy like a 9th printing or you can't find the first one. Firepower is your other Image book of the week. Another one that's exploded because it's written by a guy who does another book called Walking Dead. He's kind of popular. Star Trek Year 5 is my IDW book of the week. Love what IDW has been doing with all of their Star Trek stuff. Just as awesome as what Marvel does with Star Wars. If you're any kind of Trek fan, you're going to want to check this out. Great series. Buffy the Vampire Slayer is my Boom Studios book, because I'm always talking up the Whedonverse. And Resistance Reborns is my AWA book. Very excited about this. Been talking up AWA for a little while. The first run of Resistance was what put them on the map and brought them to my personal attention, because it's written by J. Michael Straczynski, one of the greatest comic writers of all time, and that's no hype. If you're looking for something new, something different, like I always encourage folks to do in January, pick up anything from AWA, and this Resistance is a good place to start, along with Year Zero and a couple other things they do. And Marvel Action Adventures is your all-ages book of the week. So I'm always encouraging you guys to check out the all-ages section and find something for the younger reader in your life or something for yourself. A little light, a little fun. Marvel and IDW have teamed up to do their all-ages line, and they do a great job of it with Avengers and Captain Marvel and SpiderMan and Star Wars Adventures and all kinds of fun stuff. So again, if you got a younger reader in your life, or if you're just looking for something a little less apocalyptic, check out some Marvel Action Avengers. Great, great stuff. Like I always say, January is a good time to try a new character, a new title, a new publisher, something new, fun, and exciting. And this week, with all the Future State stuff and everything else, it's a great week to do that. So look out for the newsletter. When the newsletter goes live, you can go to black-cat-comics.com, click on Shop, click on New This Week, and take a look at all the cool books that we've been talking about. Then tune in Saturday for Comic Shop Talk Live as we talk all about your favorite books. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.